waiting. Yo, what's up? What's up, everybody? So we're just gonna wait for people to come in and feel free to ask any questions you guys might have. I know a lot of you guys are new here, so we're just gonna wait for people to come in. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and joining my family. A lot of you guys are. We have 12 people right now. Literally just got on, so we're just waiting for people to come in before we start a Q&A. I know I haven't posted in a while. It's been really busy, to be honest. And I really need like better ideas of like what I really want to post out there because okay, let me fix that. 1 second. Is it okay now? Let me know if the audio is fine now. It's not echoing twice. Press 1 in the chat if you hear echo when I talk. Is there still an echo or no? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start reading some of the comments we have. Yeah, I just haven't been posting lately. I can't really think of really good stuff. I don't know. I guess I'm experiencing a lot of like brain fog and because of like lack of sleep and stuff like that. But let's go ahead. What's up, Serge? What's up, Savez? What's up, Andrew? What's up, The Bomb? What's up, Cal? So here's our first question. Should I start with the Facebook ad, PPE, or purchase conversion? Go over my Facebook video, man. I go pretty in depth um, on Facebook ads. I always start with PPE ads. Does your shipping time in the description? A lot of people don't. I don't know. So yeah, I always put my shipping details inside of the product description. Most people won't read it anyway, so it doesn't matter that much. Um, so if you're afraid like people won't actually buy if like the shipping is too long, I always put like shipping may take like 10 to 20 days on every single one of my product pages. How are you going to end up this month revenue wise? Let's actually check that right now. I haven't looked at it in a while. I wanted to do like 80K on one of my stores, but a lot of things actually happened, so unfortunately we couldn't. Just make sure I don't leak anything on my phone before I show you guys. So here is my month so far. This is how I'm ending my month. Let me see here. That's it's not in the right spot. It's not gonna focus, so that's my month so far on one of my stores. So pretty much 34K. We might hit 35K today. I plan on doing like at least 1K and up for today as well. So let's see here. Can you do AdWords tutorial? I've been thinking about it, but Didn't I post a Google AdWords video before? I can, but I'm not the best at Google AdWords. That's the only thing. I was thinking about testing Twitter and Snapchat. IG is saturated and I'm frustrated. Yeah, man. It's only gonna get more competitive, and if you really want to succeed with Shopify dropshipping, you have to go to these other traffic sources that people are not using yet. All these people and audiences are the same, so it's just that when it comes to new like traffic sources or strategies, people are afraid to actually test them out because they don't know what they're doing most of the time, and not too many people have experience with it, so they're afraid. So yeah, you might want to test out other traffic sources. That's what I found success in, but I started with Instagram influencers way back, probably like 4 months ago. So we have 16 people watching right now. Let's go ahead and get this video up to 16 likes. Let's see here, and yeah, go ahead and ask any questions you guys might have. Probably gonna be here for about an hour because I know I haven't posted in a while. Let me know what type of videos you guys want to see as well. Let's see here. Yes. Oh, I'm trying to catch up on the chat. Um, Bro, just wanted to say thank you for all your videos. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be averaging 1K a day. You really helped me understand how to use Facebook ads. Yo, shout out to Pedro. Yeah, I'm happy for you, man. Uh, Go ahead and post your screenshots of like, results and stuff like that inside my Facebook group if I've ever helped you, any one of you guys. That's actually awesome. 1K a day. It took me quite a while to actually get to that point, but I'm happy for you. No, no, not anymore. You're good. It's fine. Thanks for caring. It really helps. Tell me about Shopify payments. Do they place many holds in your account? If so, how often? How can I avoid this? So Shopify payments do hold your money, well, your payments once you start doing a lot of volume or you have like huge spikes in revenue. I don't know how often it happens, but it really depends on how fast you're actually scaling your store and how big of spikes you have. And you really can't avoid the Shopify payments hold. The only way to avoid that is actually getting a different payment processor. Um, what I do is I use Stripe payments. I don't use Shopify payments anymore. So that completely avoids like all of the holds on my payments. What works best for you on Facebook? Percent off or dollars off? I really haven't tested this before, but I usually just say 60% off or 50% off my actual product, and then there's no discount code, so it's just like retail price. The retail price would be like $69.99, and then when they reach the site, the product would be $29.99. What's up, Chippy? So Andrew asks, when you're using influencers, I use 2 general meme pages, one niche page. Does that sound good? Yeah, that sounds fine. Just make sure your product's good. And the only way you're really gonna know if those pages are going to work is by testing them. Shop in a bucket. Is it okay to hire a VA in startup? You can, but I don't necessarily recommend it because you won't necessarily need a VA when you're beginning, because you won't, most likely your first store or first few stores, you won't be making any sales or money. So there's really no point of having a virtual assistant. Would you suggest building a brand or general store when starting with a low budget? Go with the niche store. I'm actually thinking, so no, I've actually decided that I'm going to actually start a general store next week. So that's going to be something very, very interesting, something I'm going to have to learn. I feel like general stores, with my amount of knowledge, I can test a lot more products, and I'm just going to see how that goes, and I'll let you guys know how that actually goes for me. Um, because it's a lot different from a niche store, so it's going to get fairly complicated, but I feel like I'll be able to do it. So um, yeah, I'll show you guys the results with that soon. Has the Facebook changes affected your stores? I don't know what change you're talking about, but um, no, nothing has really affected my stores much. Where do you hire a VA from? For what reasons? How much do you pay them? Um, if you're a beginner, you don't necessarily need to know this yet, so don't worry about VAs. IG's not saturated. There are so many unused pages. Shopify payment holds. Yeah, so once you start doing like a lot of volume, like probably like anywhere from 5 to 10K a month, Shopify payments is going to put a 30% hold on all your payments. So for like 3 months. So you really want to save your money or have a credit card so you can continue that not have trouble with your cash flow. What was your average ROI for Instagram ads? When it comes to ROI on Instagram ads, my ads were, the ROI was pretty high most of the time. I would pay for a shout out for $50 and then I would get like $500 back on a good page, but usually it would be like at least a 5 times ROI. So $50, I would get at least 250 and plus. So if it was 500, that was like really, really good. What's up, Josh? Um, have you moved away from influencers completely? Would you suggest doing Instagram influencers in the beginning to build a lookalike audiences? Um, if you don't know how to use other traffic sources, Instagram influencers is going to be the easiest way to start up and start building some capital. So that's what I would do if I didn't have that much money, because Facebook ads is really hard to learn by yourself. But if you watch my 3 videos that I posted about Facebook ads, it could definitely boost you or like give you a lot of help in understanding how Facebook ads actually work. Thanks for the knowledge. Get some sleep soon. What kind of engagement would you look for on Instagram pages before investing in them? 1%. Just check out my Instagram videos. I've done a lot of videos about Instagram influencers. How do you use Stripe for non-US residents? Stripe, you don't have to be US resident to use Stripe. Let's see here. So how many of you guys are new subscriber here? Like if you subscribed in the last like week or 2 weeks, let me know. Press 1 in the chat if you guys are new here and this is like your first time or second time attending these live streams. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask them in the chat. So if you're just coming in to my live stream right now, I usually do like 1 to 2 live streams every single week and answer questions for you guys. So save up your questions, stop by and ask them. I answer pretty much every single one of them. Let's see here. What are your go-to apps for your store? I don't know, man. I don't necessarily know all the names of the apps I use, but I don't use too many apps, probably like 5 to 6 apps. How much you made on your best month? For this one store right here, this is my best month so far. I showed it earlier, I don't know if you were here, but almost 35K. But I've done like close to 100K in revenue over my whole time of dropshipping already, so with combining all my stores together. Let's see here. How are you creating content for your stores? Are you buying the products or taking it off the AliExpress pages? I usually just do slideshows and put some music on it. What is Stripe? Stripe is pretty much a payment processor similar to Shopify payments. It just allows your customers to check out with their credit cards. Let's see here. Let's see here. So if you're seeing products being marketed constantly on Instagram, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, Google, you really want to jump on those products because people won't be advertising on those products if they're not making a return on them. So those are definitely good products to actually start testing, because that was pretty much how I found my first winning product, is by seeing, I was on these influencer pages and I kept seeing this ad over and over again. I was like, what the heck? What is this? I'm gonna check it out. So I checked it out. I was like, and then I went on AliExpress and then looked, and then boom, there was the product. And the next day I bought an influencer shout out, and then I made like $250. Do you do WW or US for testing? So WW is worldwide, and the US is the United States. And I'm assuming you're talking about Facebook ads. Usually when I first start, I only target the US in the beginning, because you want to utilize that audience first, because the other audiences worldwide are a lot more hard to convert. And if your product does not work in the United States, it's very unlikely it's going to work to the other countries worldwide. Yes, that's correct. So Stripe is used by a selected amount of countries. General niche store. Niche store. How long have you been dropshipping, and what was your first month revenue like? I think my first month revenue was like something like, I don't know, 3 or 4K. And I've been dropshipping for probably like 6 to 7 months now. And I run 3 stores. So let me know. So we have 24 people watching right now. Thank you guys so much for the support. What type of giveaways do you guys want to see from me? Let me know what type of giveaways or what you guys would be interested in. And let me know. So yeah. And let me know. Let me know what type of videos you guys want to see. So whoever gives me the best video idea today in this live stream will get $10 PayPal. One-on-one consulting for a giveaway idea, that's pretty valuable. Yeah, I just haven't been doing a lot of consulting calls, but that's something I could probably do. LOL, $10. Let's see here. Do you communicate with your suppliers outside of AliExpress, and do you negotiate with pricing? Yes, whenever I'm selling products on AliExpress, I'm always negotiating with my suppliers. I use this app called WeChat, WeChat. I ask the AliExpress supplier if they have WeChat, and then I contact them from there, negotiate, and then make sure they process all my orders quickly, so I start so my customers are happy. Because sometimes processing will take very, very long on AliExpress. But if you're a drop shipper, usually the suppliers will help you out a lot if you go out of your way to contact them. And you can't really expect like good customer service from them. It's just really, really bad. Let's see here. Let's see. Is it a good idea to post on a Facebook business website, then drive traffic to that post and hope they link to your business. Well, that's pretty much a Facebook ad. That's essentially what a Facebook ad does. So you advertise a product, and then that product is linked to your business Facebook page, and they'll visit the link and they come to your store and purchase something. YouTube ads is a good thank you. I don't know, I really haven't tested it, but advertisements are good, all good in general. YouTube ads usually do pretty well when you're selling like virtual goods, or like big brands are using YouTube ads. But I haven't seen anybody do like YouTube ads with like e-commerce products or drop shipping. Most gurus charge for this, so here's an idea. Make a 0 to 1K series where you build a store and get it to $1,000. I actually done that like 6 months ago. A lot of people haven't seen those videos, but they're my old videos. Video suggestion, revealing old winning products, including advertisement. I have done that before as well. Yeah, I have like 60 videos out, I think. So do you recommend creating a LLC to use Stripe for non-US residents? Stripe doesn't require you to be a US resident. There's like somebody said earlier, there's a selected amount of countries that can actually use Stripe. Just try and see if like your country's under Stripe and can use Stripe. If it doesn't, then I don't necessarily know what type of like payment processor you can use if you're not inside of those countries. Do you think dropshipping will die off? I don't think dropshipping will ever die off. Pretty much everything is outsourced. Everything from the United States is outsourced from a different country. I believe the United States specializes in heavy machinery, and then most of our goods are imported. Pretty much everything you own comes from a different country, your clothing, everything. That's essentially dropshipping, but people are just putting brand names on it. Dropshipping is never gonna die, but if you don't learn proper skills about marketing and building a brand, how to build a store, and just being a good marketer, it's going to be very, very hard for you. Like right now, times have changed a lot, and a lot of people are like disappearing because they don't necessarily know how to market good. Because 4 months ago, dropshipping was a lot easier compared to now. And then like 2 years ago, dropshipping was really, really easy compared to the people who I've talked to and watched. They tell me all the time, like a year ago or 2 years ago, dropshipping was easy. All you had to do, one Facebook ad, a picture and a link, and then boom, you get like $1,000 a day. But today it is getting a lot tougher, and you really have to understand what your customers want, have the correct targeting, because consumers are getting smarter and smarter every day. You have to make sure you're on top of everything and using the best marketing skills and strategies. The best way to really do that is to see what the other people are doing, see what your competitors are doing, see what all these big marketers are doing, and use that to your business to make sure that you don't fade away. Because the only thing you can really change is yourself and your strategies, because everything is going to change, everything's going to move forward all the time. Things will become harder progressively, so you really have to be able to adapt. If you aren't able to adapt, you're going to fade away. The biggest thing is like reading books and investing in yourself, learning from people who know how to do this and do really, really well. Because a lot of people, they have these huge screenshots and stuff like that, but you'd be surprised about how many people actually don't even know how to do their own stuff. They usually have like other people doing it for them, or they're like partnered up and stuff like that. Like when you have like an audience and you are able to network with people a lot, that's when that's how a lot of these YouTubers are actually like making a lot of revenue, even though they don't know as much as some other people. I'm not saying I'm the best, but I know a lot compared to most people who are teaching and like selling courses and stuff like that. So let's see here. Let me catch up on the chat. Um, just put not clickbait and how to make 100K with Shopify. Boom, you go viral. Yeah, the only thing is I need a 100K screenshot for that. I don't have that. But yeah, whenever I put like, these large sums of numbers and like not clickbait, that's when people start to notice, which is kind of like sad. Like when you put so much value into one video, and if you're not clickbaiting people, people are not going to watch it. If the thumbnail's not good, or if like the title's not like $100,000 in like one day, or like 3 seconds or something crazy like that, people are not going to click. But that's their loss. Good afternoon, Kevin. I like your videos since last week. What is up, Bashir? Do you recommend a 16-year-old to start a dropshipping store? Yes, there's a lot of like 16-year-old kids, or like 15, 16, 17 are absolutely killing it with dropshipping. Can you talk about your email marketing funnel and converting people who have visited your store but did not purchase? It's pretty simple. Just like, I guess you're talking about like a abandoned cart type of like email funnel. Pretty much what I do is I just send them 3 emails, and then tell them check out their cart and stuff like that. So the first email is going to be a 10% off, second 20% off, and the third is 30% off. Abandonment cart emails are like pretty much free money. You'll earn like anywhere from $100 to $1,000 every single month just with abandoned cart emails that you don't really have to like update. So it's pretty worth it in my opinion. You just really want to make sure that those emails are reaching their inbox, because if you don't make it into the inbox of your customers, there's really no point of emailing them, because they will never see it. You'll go straight to like promotions tab, or you'll go straight to like the spam email box. How would you go about targeting? Example, phone case and nail art. I don't know, man. You really have to do your own research. Use the targeting video I used inside of my video. Um, Go with that, and then hopefully you can find something good. Try and find stuff similar. I don't know, big art names or nails, or I don't know really too much about those niches. Yo, we have like 27 people in here. Let's get this video to like 27 likes so we can get like 30 people in here. We have like almost 1,500 subs. I think we can get 30 people in here. Give me a 7 in the chat if you guys are enjoying this live stream and you want me to do more, and then you guys appreciate me answering all your questions. So would you guys rather have like more live streams, or would you want more videos, like screen share videos? What type of videos do you guys like? When I go step by step, or just like me talking to the camera? Let me know, because I really only want to like help the people who actually really need help. I don't care too much about like all the people who are like yeah, I don't really care about all the people who are like, not watching my content and stuff like that. I don't care about like the numbers and stuff like that. I just want to see, I just want to help everybody inside of my community, all the people who are like true fans of me, and like watch every single one of my videos, have like the notification button on, inside of my Facebook group as well. Those are the people who are like really want to like I want to help succeed, because yeah. So what is the best way to learn these marketing skills? What book do you recommend? The books I recommend is .com Secrets by Russell Brunson, and How to Write Copy That Sells. Those are the 2 books that really took my marketing to the next level, and I started reading in, I believe it was like the first or second month of dropshipping. And I also really like the book 4 Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss. Yo, we actually got 31 people watching right now. That's insane. I think that's like the peak of like my live stream so far. Let's see here. Do you have knowledge about using BlueSnap as an alternative to Stripe? I have no idea what BlueSnap is. Brandon asks, do you read a book a day? No, I don't. The book I'm actually reading right now is Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson, and I'm also reading Crushing It by Gary Vee. What's the average price of your products in your main store? $29.99. But I get a lot of people who like purchase even more. Like my average order value is around $40 to $50 per store. Best marketing skill for e-commerce, you can tell us straight up. There's no like certain skill. It's just something you develop with practice and observation. There's nothing you can really like just like say and then people are gonna buy instantly. It's not the type. That's not how it works. Everything has to work together, and you just really have to understand how customers think and really try to optimize every single part of your funnel or your store, from the ad to your business Facebook page to your Instagram page to your website. Everything has to like click together and have the right like marketing strategies. I don't know, it's difficult. You have to like you really have to like capture their attention, try and like sell them like some type of like transformation they're gonna get with this product, or yeah, it's very very difficult to explain. You have to appeal to their emotions and stuff like that. I recommend niche stores. Do you believe dropshipping bookstores like selling those books? You can't sell other people's books, so that's probably not a good idea. What's the email with a general store? I'm not exactly sure. I never had a general store before. I liked live step-by-step instruction on Facebook ads. Like what type of like Facebook ads? Like creating a Facebook ad is really really simple already. Yeah, it's really really simple. That's the only thing. And I feel like there's a lot of like videos out there already where it's very very simple, and like pretty much all you do is put the targeting and then boom, you just like create an ad and that's it, and then you just click publish. The strategy and the skills are like what's really important when it comes to the Facebook ad. Lives are pretty good. Q&A live stream 100. Let's see here. My store isn't live yet. Facebook ads intimidate me. Maybe I'm overthinking. The only real way your Facebook ads is hard. I'm not gonna tell you that it's easy, but um, there's no way that you can actually learn how to do something without actually just like going out there and trying it for yourself. That's really the best way. I can only like guide all of you guys so far. I'll tell you guys what works for me and what doesn't work for me, and you really have to go out there and start utilizing and use your best judgment and what you've gathered online and apply that to your stores. Like for example, me, a lot of people, for example, a lot of things might work for me, but might not necessarily work for you. You have to like develop your own strategy when it comes to anything you do with your Shopify store or your goals or your marketing strategies. Because a lot of things that I followed from other people that have worked for them, it didn't necessarily work for me, and I'm always like testing and trying to improve on what my skills, like Facebook ads, like something might work for like my friends or these other YouTubers. Like I might try it for a little bit, but I'll implement on it and trying to like make it even better. And that's what I've always found success with, like trying to like make the strategy better. I hear people what they're talking about. I try to use that into my judgment when I'm doing ads, marketing, or websites and stuff like that, and then I put my own spin on it. Because when you follow someone word by word, it's never really going to, you're never really going to learn much, and it usually will not work when you go step by step with somebody exactly how they do it. It's very, very hard to recreate success like that. Notification on and seeing almost every video. You can engage with people that are actually interested. Yeah, exactly. But I got a lot of viewers who are like in a lot of different time zones, and it's really, really hard to reach everybody, unfortunately. And people, have busy lives. They have kids, families, jobs. What was your difficult? What was more difficult, Shopify or YouTube? You know, Shopify is a lot more difficult than YouTube, definitely, without a doubt. Like I say this a lot, but if I were to go back and just like if like tomorrow I like lost everything I knew about dropshipping, it would be so hard for me right now to actually come out with like if I was imagining myself in like one of your guys' shoes, it would be so hard for me because I remember how hard it was when I first started. But um, you guys really have to like just go out there and apply the things that I say in my videos, because this is exactly what I'm doing today and what actually works. Because when I first started, there wasn't very good information out there. I lost hundreds of dollars listening to people who were only trying to sell me stuff, and nobody was really out there to have like your best intentions. When I first started, yeah, it was like that. So Shopify was hard, but it was easier, but it was also hard because there wasn't good information out there. Nobody gave all their best strategies and secrets and stuff like that. Compared to today, where like people are just giving everything out, like everything I use, I just give out. I don't really um, mind, because everybody has the same type of strategies and stuff like that. So I really just want to help you guys. When you're testing a product, should you start off with the website conversion, add to cart, or do you let Facebook optimize 50 conversions, or do you scale before that? Yo, Chippy, you have to check out my Facebook videos. I go very in depth on how to actually do that. I have 3 videos on Facebook right now. I think they're like 15 to 20 minutes long, so make sure to check those out. I go extremely in depth, so you really want to watch those if you haven't seen them already. And it answers all your questions. Engagement versus conversion. Like I said, you gotta check out the videos, but PPE ads, and then I usually use page post engagement ads, then I'll change them over to website conversions. And I only do the purchase conversion action. So Michelle asks, how do you handle customer service or customers upset with late shipping times? Do you completely outsource that with VAs? For right now, I'm doing all the customer service and shipping, and then I'm in the works of getting VAs right now, because I really don't like doing customer service and order fulfillment. It's just like it takes a long time, like 1 to 2 hours, and I've been doing it for 6 to 7 months now, and yeah, it's not a fun time. Usually you won't get too many emails about like shipping times if you like state it in a lot of places. Usually what I do is I state it inside of the email. They get like the order confirmation and the product page, and I have a shipping page as well. And then when customers like get upset, I just tell them that, oh yeah, on the product page we sent you this amount of time frame is like when your product is going to arrive. And we also tell them like in the email the product, the shipping was stated as well. Can I only run ads from Facebook? Because I'm kind of skeptical about Instagram influencers. Don't want to do it. Is it possible to do that with the starting a brand new store? Of course, really targeting the audience there. Yes, that works. That's I. That might be like the best way right now. Just like to like start with Facebook with a brand new store. But the only thing with that is that it's a lot more difficult than all the other traffic sources, and you really have to have a large capital and learn from people who are like actually good at Facebook ads, or it's going to be extremely difficult trying to learn it on your own because you have so much to test and you need a lot of money to do it. But it is the best way to start if you have a lot of capital and budget. Do you have knowledge about Pinterest ads? I never really used Pinterest. I post like a few boards on my stores, and I think I get like, I don't know, 3 to like 10 visits a month, but I haven't really tried it too much. Do you have a course? I want to get started on Shopify. No, unfortunately, I don't have a course, but I am releasing like a test group for like 10 people, a paid test group, but I'm still working on that. I really have to like record the videos and show you guys exactly what I'm doing, and I want to make sure it works for like these 10 people before I um, show it to most of you guys. And the people who are going to know about that first is going to be the people inside of my Facebook group, and the Facebook group is inside of my description right here, so check that out. Do you recommend niche bracelet and accessories? I don't like selling like bracelets and accessories. I haven't said I haven't said this in a long time, but I usually recommend products that solve a problem. Those are the best ways to actually be successful, and when it comes to your product selection. So products that solve a problem. Yeah, the test group hasn't started yet. I still have to finish recording all the videos, and I'm still trying to like think about how I actually want to structure everything for you guys, because I know that like what I'm going to be sharing is like very very valuable, and it's gonna completely change like everything you know, pretty much. It's yeah, just when it comes to marketing. It's not gonna like show necessarily like how to like step by step go through a Shopify store and put your products and stuff like that. It's just gonna show you mostly like the apps I use, um, ad copy examples, product research, scaling methods, and let me see, and how I actually do Facebook ads and stuff like that. I guess it's just more in depth, but pretty much this content is also available like free already on my channel. So if I got rejected for 2 checkout, do you recommend try another? I'm not sure, but yeah, you want to try and get like another payment processor. PPE ads are used to like validate your product and see if like targeting is working, the product is good, because if people aren't interested, you're never going to get purchases anyway. Because when you're testing with purchases, it's very very hard to actually see if your product is going to work, especially on a low budget, unless you're going out there and like testing like $40 budgets on purchases right away when you don't even know the targeting. That's going to be very very difficult and pricey. I want to be in the test group. What kind of pics should you post on your Instagram if you're running a niche store? So when it comes to your niche store and what type of products you want, well, what type of pictures you want to post, you can post videos. You can post pictures like of the products actually being used. Um, you don't want like very very plain products. You can put something like "Welcome to our store" or something like that, but you want to have at least like 9 pictures and like high quality images of your products. Do you own a Lambo? No, I don't. Well, it makes you think that I have a Lambo. That's crazy. What is the best tool for using for product research? Just going out there and finding products, like seeing what products people are selling. That's the best way. There's no, I've tried like a lot of tools. Like a lot of people hit me up with, like all these apps, product research apps, Facebook ads, research apps, a lot of apps. People hit me up all the time, but I don't, I don't really, I try them out. I'll tell you guys that I try them out, but they don't provide enough value. That's why I don't promote a lot of apps on my actual um, videos, because I don't want to sell out and like try and like show you guys something that won't necessarily work or won't benefit you guys. Do you plan on becoming a millionaire? Yeah, but it's not about the money when it comes to this, for me at least. It's really about like having the freedom to do what you actually want at that moment in time. And unfortunately, the only way you're ever going to be able to be like truly free is to have a lot of money, because that's just how the world works, and that's what drives me to do what I do. My percent on Shopify people are balling. I'm going to start Facebook ads today at midnight. Brand new pixel. What is the best campaign to start running? So I haven't talked about this in a long time. I think I mentioned it like once on one of my previous live streams, but you never want to start a Facebook ad on the weekend. You want to make sure it's like either Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Those are the days you want to start your ads, because people on the weekend are going to be a lot different compared to the people on the weekdays. So when it comes to the weekend, your results might be skewed, because if you think about it, a lot of people are like at home and stuff like that. And when it comes to the weekend, you're gonna be like your like consumer behavior is gonna be a lot different compared to when you're on the weekday, because on the weekday you get really bored. You're at work or something like that. You're at school, and then you might check your phone and then browse through and stuff like that. It's just very different. So what are your percents of sales is profit on average? Usually it depends on the store, but 30 to like 60%. It really just depends. I heard a lot of people are getting banned on Facebook for advertising. Can you make sure you're not perma-banned? Should I make a personal Facebook and then make a business account? So not too many people get banned on Facebook. Usually when people say that, it's just clickbait, but usually the only reason you ever get banned from Facebook is when you're doing something against their terms of service. And you never want to advertise on a personal Facebook account as well. You really want to make sure everything is in line. You're not taking other people's content. You're not promoting like what is it, like weapons or like something that could be harmful, like cigarettes or anything like that. Facebook doesn't like that, and you really want to make sure you're advertising on a business account. Because when I first started, like a long time ago, like 5-6 months ago, I was advertising on my personal Facebook account, and then then it got locked out. So I really recommend you to use a business, because they were like talking about like suspicious activity or something like that. So I really recommend you to make a business account. Can you tell me the best advice to making a shop? There's no like secret answer or anything to when it comes to like finding success with Shopify dropshipping. It really just comes down to like how much time you're putting and how productive you actually are. The one thing that really helped me, get through is that I remember Gary Vee. Type 7 in the chat if you guys know who Gary Vee is. So Gary Vee is, I remember him saying that, I was watching one of his videos, and I remember him saying that there's other people out there like outworking you and are working harder than you already. So that's what really hit me and like got me to like keep working and grinding, because I knew that if I put in more work, because I knew that even though I was putting in a lot of work, there were still people out there working harder than me. But I knew that I was also working a lot harder than a lot of other people. So I had faith in the process, because when you put in a lot of time into something, whether it be 1, 2, 3, 4 years, or 6 months, you usually find success if you're being productive and you're going out there and being actively learning and applying everything you're learning, taking action, and working harder than everybody else. Like, you have to like miss a lot of things in life. You have to give up like friendships, give up going out, give up, I don't know, playing video games, give up Netflix, binge watching Netflix for 8 hours. You can't be doing all of that things, um, because when you start off, you really have to put in a lot of time, and a lot of people don't necessarily know that what it actually takes. A lot of people want, like, the $1,000 days and stuff like that, but they're not willing to like put in the work that it is required to do it. So just keep working and being productive. That's really the best advice I can give for you and anybody who's starting Shopify dropshipping. Where can I find a fact template? I believe I did one inside of my videos. Uh, but if I didn't, you can just talk about like refunds or like shipping, how long it takes, how much is shipping, and where do you guys ship, and then yeah, just simple questions like that, or like questions you think that customers will have when it comes to your products. Do you picture yourself starting your own company after you become financially stable? Um, I already have my own company. Shopify is a real business, and I applied for a LLC, and it's already finished. So I do have a company already, and as of right now, I am financially stable. Is your net worth above or below 100K? Ty Lopez said people lie, numbers don't. I want to see proof. You need, okay, let's see here. You need a personal Facebook account so you don't get banned. If you don't believe me, then there's nothing really I can do for you. If like, I never said my net worth was like above 100K. I said I made 100K in revenue. It's a lot different when it. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into net worth, but there's a lot of ways to actually calculate that. But if you're not a believer and you don't believe that this thing works, or I don't know what I'm doing, then you don't really have to be here and watch my videos. Um, yeah. Great, thanks for the tip. All products have a certain lifetime, just like the fidget spinner. Based on your experience, how long can products stay hot before switching it? It really depends on your product, but um, products come and go. Usually 1 to 2 months, but if it's a really hot product, you can use it for a long, long time. And it also really has to do with like, how you're marketing the product and how you're changing things up. Like, changing up your ad creatives or the way you're marketing it is a very, very good way to like, what's the word, to like start selling more of the product, I guess. Do you like print on demand? Would you like to share thoughts on that? I've never done print on demand, but I I just don't see value in like doing print on demand. Um, as right now, drop shipping is a lot better in my opinion compared to print on demand, because so many people are doing print on demand. It's really, really, really easy to actually enter that space, because there's not really a product behind it. It's just like designs and words, and somebody can just like rip you off instantly. And clothing is a lot harder to sell, and there's a lot more issues with clothing most of the time. I don't know all the apps I'm using so far. Thanks, Kevin. My goal at the end of the month is to able to afford $3,000 a month apartment. How much would I need to realistically make to afford that? $3,000 a month is a very, very expensive apartment, man. Um, yeah, that's really expensive. How much would I realistically make to be able to afford that? I don't even know, because there's so much like it has to go like you can get a $3,000 a month apartment, but you still have like other expenses as well, business expenses, food, gas, everything. So you would have to make a lot. Before I ever move into like a $3,000 apartment, I would at least want like 3 to 5 times that income. So $10,000 or $15,000 profit. Best theme you see success with. Um, I've only really used the Brooklyn theme when it comes to all my Shopify stores. So true. Did you lose some friends along the way? I put in time but lost so many friends because they think you don't want to chill anymore. Yeah, exactly. I never really had like, like true friends. I only had like one or two, but a lot of acquaintances and that I don't really consider my friends and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't really hang out with a lot of people. I don't have like a social life. I don't go out like Friday nights or Saturday nights to like, I don't know, downtown bars and stuff like that. That's not just for me, and I that's not what I want from life. Are you in school? I'm a college student. I really need a better routine. That way I can still get some sleep. Yeah, I am, and I'm struggling with that as well. This semester especially has been tough, really, really, really tough because, um, but man, a lot of me and my buddies we talk about like if we were in school and stuff like that, it would be super difficult. They're like, I don't even know how you do it, Kevin. But I don't know. You really just like there's no balance here. Um, I feel like you really have to like just go all in, I guess. That's what I'm doing like right now. I don't plan of like going to college anymore after this semester, and I'm putting more time into my business than college. But you shouldn't do that. You only should do that when you're actually when you have like stable income. I'm not saying like drop out even though you don't have any money, quit your job and stuff like that. Don't do that until it's realistic for you. Not realistic, that's not a good word. I don't like that word, but until it makes sense. That's what my boy Hayden always talks about. You only leave school when it makes sense for you. When the amount of time you're spending at school is not worth worth it anymore. Like you're making so much with your businesses that when you're spending like a few hours a day and plus a lot of extra stress on yourself, it just isn't worth it anymore. And yeah, I believe that I'm at that point already. So it's been tough. You have to like accept that there's not going to be any type of like balance because you have to put in overtime. That's the only way. Yeah, I got like 4 sales so far on this live stream. It's nice. Is your shop? Do you have the dropshipping course? If not, you're gonna create one. I'm creating a test group, and I don't have a course right now. So I'm gonna get off in about 5 minutes. We've been live for almost an hour now. Go ahead and post any questions you guys might have. I'm gonna try and answer all the questions as best as I can so far. We literally have 33 people in here so far. Type a 7 in the chat and like this video, like this live stream. Yeah, thank you guys so much for attending so far. We have like 5 minutes left, so ask all your questions before I get off. Let's see here. What do you think about the 1099 challenge where all Shopify YouTubers are being called out to show tax forms as proof as they're earning? I never even heard of that. It doesn't really make sense to even do that. Um, People can call you out. It doesn't really matter. Um, Nobody gains anything out of like this type of like drama. I don't really care if somebody called me out. I could care less. They're just like seeking they're seeking like attention because I don't know, people love drama, so like people will watch their channel or something like that when they start calling out people. But unless like some person is like going out there and like, you know, teaching complete shit and stuff like that, like maybe I might mention that, but I wouldn't do that. I just joined this live. How do you private label products? Yeah, we've been live for an hour already. I don't private label products, but if you ever wanted to private label products, you just talk to your like your suppliers, or you go on Alibaba, and then you can do that really easily. They have like manufacturers that will give you like samples of their products, and then like have your like your logo or something like that there. Hey Kevin, sorry I'm late. It's Uncle Robbie, Bang Fam. Yo, what is up, Rob? It's fine, man. Yeah, we everybody has like a busy schedule and stuff, so we all have lives. Get it? Sales. How do I join the test group? The people who are inside of my Facebook group will know about it first, so there's only gonna be like 10 spots available because I want to make sure that it works before I actually release it to too many people. Go with the niche store 7. Where are you located? California. Who has a Shopify store here? A lot of people do. Um, when you have an ad set with conversion objective add to cart, if you duplicate purchase on the same audience, will it be overlapping? Um, First off, I don't ever do add to cart objective. And if you duplicate, usually they won't overlap, but sometimes they will because it really depends on how big the audience is. But yeah, if it's a big audience, they usually won't overlap. You won't have that much trouble with it. Um, I'm privately talk to suppliers. I'm working to private label right now. What are the apps you're using? I think that would be a good like video to make. So I think tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but I think Monday I'll come out with a video with like pretty much all the apps I use on my store and show you guys. Let me know if that would be something you guys are interested in. Hey, what do you usually optimize for? What's the best? PPE, then convert to website conversions. Um, that's what I do. Watch my Facebook videos if you haven't seen it already. I go in depth about like sorry, there's like a bug. I go in depth about Facebook ads in my 3 Facebook videos. Hey Kevin, thanks for all the info. Do you use a paid theme or a free one? I use the Brooklyn theme, and I'm experimenting with paid themes right now. How do you convert conversions? You have to duplicate the campaign. I go that inside of my video. Hey man, I got an order today. When I click fulfill order, does it go right through Oblo in a day or two? No, so when you're actually doing like orders, you so if you're using Orbolo, I don't use Orbolo, but when you do use Orbolo, you want to go into the Orbolo app and then click order the product, and then it's gonna take you to AliExpress, and that's where you're gonna order the product, and then Oberlo is going to add the shipping information inside of the AliExpress shipping details. You just want to make sure you have like the Oberlo app extension, so it does that automatically. So yeah, you have to go into the Oberlo app. Have a product that's giving me a sale a day. I'm at $10 per day, breaking even. Is it advisable to scale vertically? That's a great question, Robert. Usually when I'm breaking even, I'll still keep the ads running because it's building me data for my store. And when you're at a break even point, when you're able to get more people to buy like your upsells and stuff like that, that's pure profit because even though you're breaking even, you make profit off of the upsell. The only thing I have a problem with is that $10 per day, it's not enough for Facebook to actually go out there and find you like good customers. So what I would do, I would probably increase this by 20%. Oh no, actually I would just keep this on. as long as it's break even or profitable. And then I would go ahead and duplicate this to like $40 a day, because you need like a big budget to actually go out there and have Facebook find you buyers. And like I know a lot of people teach like $5 and $10 and $15. You really can't expect sales to be like the cost of your purchase to be that low until like your website starts getting a lot of data, and you have a lot of data on Facebook, and you have your ad sets optimized. How much ad sets per product? 3 ad sets per product. Yeah, I don't use Overlow. Yeah, but when should I mark it as fulfilled? So Overlow should do that automatically when your actual supplier has shipped it out. It would be marked as fulfilled, so you don't have to worry about that. So I'm gonna go through a video about all the apps I use on Monday. The second I fulfill order, Overlow, or like, okay, so if you have post engagement, yeah, you have to, I said this in my video, you have to go to PPE. Once it's validated, then you want to duplicate it into a conversions campaign where you'll do a purchase objective. Sorry, I got confused. If it made sense, thanks, I really appreciate. Yeah, why not use Overlow, Kevin? Dropify better. Yeah, Dropify is a lot better. I'm not sure if like I actually mentioned this before, but I'm gonna go. I also want to make a video on like show you guys why Dropify is a lot better. But to sum it up, Overlow just doesn't give you enough value, and like I don't like their customer support, and they're just extremely overpriced. $80 a month per store is extremely overpriced, so I really don't like Overlow. What about dropshipping from Amazon? Have you tried it? I never tried it, but some people find success with it, I guess. I don't see it too often. Can you show us your product descriptions? You can blur the name, please. Bro, investment for the first sell. Why do PPE does? Oh, just go watch my Facebook video. I explain everything. What if you have lookalikes? So I know a lot of you guys see. Yeah, this is what. Not everybody's confused. So this is gonna be the last question I answer before I get off. We've been live for almost an hour, over an hour now. I'm not trying to trick anybody, but Overlow is not free. Overlow is only free. I think it's up to like 50 orders. Once you have 50 orders, you're gonna be charged like a month. You have to pick a plan. So I believe they have like 3 plans or 2 plans. They have another plan for like $39.99 for like 500 orders a month, or they have the $80 plan for unlimited orders a month. I'm not lying. Go check it out. If you don't believe what I'm saying, you don't have to watch my stuff. You don't have to listen to me. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for today's live stream. Thank you guys so much for coming in and checking me out. Coming in here and asking a lot of questions. Yeah, sorry, I don't know. People are just like trolling me. So I'm gonna do a video on Dropify soon, so you guys can just stay on Overlow for now. Yeah, just yeah. Now we're getting into depth, and like people are going like crazy. So that's pretty much going to be it for today's live stream. I might go live tomorrow. I'm not sure. It really depends on my schedule, but I'll go over the apps I use on Monday, so make sure to check that out. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I love you guys. Thank you for all the questions and everything, and watching all of my videos and subscribing. So if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed so far, hit that subscribe button. Join the Vang family. That is it for today. My name is Kevin. Peace.